I say all the time that I feel like I only prefer Nigeria because I'm Nigerian. If I wasn't Nigerian, I'd prefer Ghana.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like when you go there, you can breathe, you can walk around. Like I've probably walked around more in Ghana than I have in Nigeria. I feel more safe walking around in Ghana than I am in Nigeria. It's consistent. It's journey. My only pet peeve is just the speed. It's too slow out there.
No, it's not slow.
It's slow. Stonebwoy, don't do that. Stonebwoy's gonna go on. He's gonna do it. He's gonna explain to me why it's not slow. What do you think it is?
It's not slow.
We're too fast, innit? That's what they always say.
You're just comparing your speed.
That's what they always say. But it's not true. It's not true. It's not true. That's not true.
You want to dance, you want to move. Show me the vibe, show me the groove. Dance for me, girl. Come on, dance for me, girl. Dance for me, girl. Come on, dance for me, girl. Step back, the only way. Dance and cams, yeah, we know they play. Step back, the only way. Dance and cams.
All right.
We're live, man.
We're live.
Them this is a body. You don't know what that song. You don't know what that song means.
Just to bear in mind though, we're Nigerians, so don't get onto us for the accent.
Yeah, but I'm Ghanaian today. You see my top, bro. I wore this on just for you, you know.
See, I don't have a problem with all the accent once, you know, because we all come from different places.
I respect it, man.
Different influences. And we're just trying to communicate.
Yeah, man.
So,
yeah, man. Facts.
We can all not sound the same.
Nah, for sure, man. For sure. You already know what it is, my people. You know we haven't done this in a while, but we are live and direct. It's another episode of the Sent Back podcast.
No games.
You're with your favorite boy, DB the General. And I'm just coming on a humble one today, you know, like that. I feel like there's been a lot of news lately, so we need to refresh the intros a little bit. But nevertheless, DB the General, you already know what it is. And I'm with my favorite co-host.
You know the vibes, man. It's your boy Kamzo, STP, the swaggiest fella. Today we're repping Ghana.
Yeah, come on, man.
Listen, we're repping Ghana today, man. Get me. Still keeping it swaggy. You know how it goes down, man. But listen, it's your boy Kamzo, STP. Listen, I've said this year.
Yeah.
The swaggiest fella in South East London.
Yep.
It either means two things.
Yep.
Either your boyfriend is the swaggiest, but he's not from South East London.
Yep.
And if he lives in South East London, he can never be the swaggiest. Simple as that, man.
Facts.
And today we got royalty today, man.
Facts, man.
When we got the email, the message about, I said, yeah, this one is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Even if I was like to do so, I was gonna cancel what I was doing, bro.
Nah,
this one is not a joke.
Alright.
He said, You people don't, I keep saying, they don't know what that tune means.
Yeah.
This is upon you. They don't know what that song means. Hey.
But yes, my people, we've got Stonebwoy in the building.
My
Come on,
boss.
man. You already know, man.
Boom.
What are you saying to the people, man? What are you saying?
It's all love. It's
Yeah.
a lot of respect and blessings, you know.
Man, I love, man.
Salutations going out to all who always tune in
Yep.
and always giving us the audience to speak to them
Yep.
concerning what we do, you know.
Yeah.
And we believe that we entertain them
Yep.
and we educate them. And vice versa. They also entertain us and educate us because, you know, we give and we get.
Yeah.
And we give.
We get and we give. I love that.
Full circle.
I love that. I love that.
Man.
There's only one place to start. There's only one place to start, and like, let's give respect or pay our respect where it's due.
It's big business.
Absolutely.
The first Ghanaian artist. The first. No. I don't think they're deep in it.
Even you, I'm not even.
You're not.
Stonebwoy, even you,
you're
I'm not
not
even
deep in
gaslight. You're not feeling it, or is it this regular normal business?
Normal business. The first Ghanaian artist to headline OVO Wembley.
Bro.
Big ups, man.
Massive.
How do you feel though? How do you feel about that, man? You have to tell us about that a little bit. How do you feel about that?
It's feeling like a responsibility for my people, you know, because it's not just gonna be one.
Yeah.
Us, there are a million musicians
Yeah.
in the whole world, and a number of musicians coming out of Ghana,
Yeah.
including my predecessors and myself, and those who are behind us in terms of emergence, even in terms of height or whatever it is.
Yeah.
There's a need for some of us to actually be the ones who would be the torch bearers that take on the biggest sacrifices, because I feel good about this, but then definitely it's a responsibility to break the arena door.
Yeah.
You know, coming from Ghana.
Yeah.
I'm saying, so that's just what is giving me the energy to do it.
Yeah.
I know I'm not going to do this alone. We're doing it as Ghanaians
Facts.
so that we can also contribute to the arena narrative, you know, of African music or music coming from Africa to the world.
Yeah.
And it's overdue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
overdue, but better late than never.
Never.
You
Facts.
know, and once the door is cracked, it's going to be history.
Yeah.
Facts.
So you don't know. Yeah,
Facts,
man.
Yeah,
Bro,
man.
like, that's what I'm saying. I feel like, and that's my point too. I feel like it's so overdue. But you said a few things in there anyway. But just to let the people know, in case they're not aware, listen, Stonebwoy is going to be there at the OVO Wembley, the BIM Festival, I believe on August the 15th. Tickets are available now, I believe. So listen,
Wicked is out there. It's
get
on
your tickets, man.
www.stoneboy.live.
love that.
Live,
Get it
man.
over there.
Got
Just
live.
dial it up and click it up. I know internet is not an issue over here in the West.
No, no,
You don't know that.
No, you don't know that. You don't know that.
All right.
Don't
You
be
don't know.
stupid.
They take light here as well, you know.
But then I mean, as compared to
No, for sure,
that's
for
why I
sure.
said it's not it's not an issue in that sense.
Yeah. No,
You can get it online. You can.
on,
I
man.
only mean to say that it's easier to.
no, facts.
That's why I said so.
Nah, I hear you.
Stoneboy.live.
100%.
Get yours, man.
WOY.live. and
Yep.
In, you know, to join us on the 15th of August
Yeah.
at the OVO Arena Wembley.
Yeah.
You know, for the Beam Fest.
For the BIM
We're
Fest.
gonna be there, man.
Not .co.uk.
.co.uk
live.
live.
Dot
man.
live.
One thing I will say though, when I look at Ghanaian, have you been to a Ghanaian artist concert before?
Yes.
Who?
GB. Fine body called Amanda.
Oh, okay.
And I thought that was when it's come up, innit?
Yeah.
And I thought it was,
yeah,
it was really good.
Yeah.
But it was, do you know what? That serves the question though.
Go on.
And this is a big question, so I need to know your feelings on this. Do you think the reason why Ghanaian music hasn't transcended to, I would say, the West consistently is because it's a little bit, does it feel seasonal? Because the reason why I asked that question is because sometimes like Ghanaian artists are popping and they're the guys that are really, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then sometimes it just goes a little bit quiet for a little bit as well.
Yeah, man.
What do you think?
I believe it's all about consistency and intentionality, and that is what seals the gap between natural moments. You know what I'm saying? Because it's music, it's music, and it's entertainment. It hits you. It has its own. It has a certain gestation period, and it elevates. Then the rest is you being intentional and consistent. And that is the gap in between, like I said. And I feel like that is where we need to actually put more energy, like as I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
You know, to try to go to the OVO Wembley Arena and kick it and push it. And
Yeah.
that's just it, basically. And there are factors that contribute to that, which would be investment, which would be intentionality on the side of the audience and on the side of the artist too, in terms of them and their management and their teams.
Yeah.
That's it. That's just the two major keys that I believe account for the fact that it goes all the way up and then you feel like it should continue and then there's like a break and then so we just need to actually rewire everything and push. Just be intentional about wanting to stay very relevant over the West and the globe, literally.
Yeah.
Man.
I think it's interesting, like you said, because I try and think about like what was my favorite year.
What, for Ghana?
Afrobeats.
Nah, come on, man. Easy. It's like 2022, 2023, no?
What? No, Afrobeats as a whole. I'm talking about Ghana.
Oh, Ghana.
When it was like yes, and I'm thinking like 2013, 14.
Oh, okay,
And
of course, yeah.
then you spoke about at the beginning and you were talking about like obviously the role that you have to play. Do you feel like you have a role to play in terms of like nurturing and bringing up the new artists that are coming out into the game, or do you feel like obviously naturally you will say yes, but do you genuinely feel like that's something you have to do, or is it something that you can choose to do?
Bro, it's something that I've been doing and something that I've done. So that is not a questionable attribute or a questionable duty for me as in quote as an artist and then as a senior artist for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I've done that. But I think you're making a point concerning that 2020, 2013, 2014 era when that to me is really when Azonto and Afrobeat was actually getting its formation
Yeah,
period.
facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Where DJ Abrantier, who's a Ghanaian, and a few
Shout out to
would
DJ
actually
Abrantier.
start giving it pushing the Afrobeat situation. So I believe that we all do remember that emergence at Zonto Fuse, Sarkodie, R2Bs, Stonebwoy, Go Higher, VIP, when in which TikTok, CASTRO,
That's another
the whole
question
hip
in
life
itself.
situation was actually. Hip life was huge. Believe me, hip life was the
facts.
coolest genre that was African.
Yeah.
I
Especially
think
West
so.
African. Before transitioning into the Afrobeat,
Yeah.
whereby there was like an influence coming in more and more from the West, and all of that. So Ghana would have spearheaded that, and I think that moment cannot be taken away from Ghana.
No.
Being that it actually contributed to the spike of Afrobeats as it is today.
Facts.
But it is only that, of course, like I said from early, the consistency, the infrastructure, the intentionality, the investment part of it that is supposed to elevate us to the next level also is what is lacking, or what has lacked the most. And when you compare it to the other brothers, which are the Nigerian brothers, who I applaud a lot, because these are the things that they take key interest in. To be very honest, and we all know they take key interest in investing in the craft. They take key interest in being very intentional. You see Nigerian artists roaming the world, pushing, going places, cracking the doors open, servicing the PR systems, servicing the playlisting systems. And we know that because for nothing at all, they would come to Ghana and grind. But you find out that Ghanaian artists can only count a handful who would be grinding as hard as that. If that doesn't become a certain ridiculous narrative back home, then it's like, are you guys serious? Why are you ridiculing that guy for wanting to be intentional about pushing? And these are some of the mentalities that I do not shy away, and I have to address. When it comes to Ghana, because then that is how we lost that spike that could have kept us on the speed. You know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking from the population, I'm speaking from the audience bit and the kind of things that we love to celebrate or we love to propagate, which are very below the belt in contributing to exploits outside of Ghana. So I that's just it basically, and Ghana needs to also be credited for the fact that it had contributed to the foundation of Afrobeat.
For sure.
Hip life, high life, all that,
I was thinking, just based on what you said, and obviously I respect what you said a lot. And Ghana, I don't think anyone shies away from it. Even Wizkid always talks about how that was where like a lot of his influences started. But what do you think then? Because you've spoken a lot about the grind of Ghanaian artists and the intentionality. But what do you think about, like, for example, I remember watching Black Sheriff do like a thing where he was speaking to the people and basically saying that Ghana in itself don't push Ghanaian music enough for it to then break doors. Do you agree with that?
But that is what I'm saying, irrespective anyway. And if a younger brother who is doing so well is speaking on that effect, then that means that what I'm saying is not the cap. It's not. I'm not lying about what I'm saying. And it's just mostly unfortunate, And to put some little more flesh to that, I'm not trying to disrespect my people. But you find out that we tend to. We just need to be a bit more intentional. That's just it. Let's talk about what we have to do rather than what the problem is. Let's talk about the solution.
So what do you think?
We have to be more intentional, like what some of us are constantly doing. We have to be more stubborn about the kind of narratives that we allow, amongst ourselves. We are quick to say, oh, this guy is gone. This guy is nothing happening. Like, bro, nothing happens naturally like that. Everybody is putting in blood, sweat, and tears and is pushing. The least you can do is to be intentional about your craft. And that is what I think is the way forward. And that's what I have always been about. That's why I do what I do. Because I know that there is a need for a spike. There's a need for continuous breakthrough. So big respect to all of my brothers and sisters who keep grinding to continue to keep Ghana's name on the map, doing the right thing, not just sitting at home most often, you know, because if I was in Ghana, this wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be sitting here right now in the UK trying to reach out.
Yeah.
It does not only count on sitting on social media.
Yeah.
You have
Get
to
out
make
there.
a move.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't move, how do you move?
Yeah.
Like, bro, it's just like your favorite food is on the screen and you want to eat it. But you're just touching the screen.
Yeah.
You have to go to the location where the food is.
Yeah.
Get that.
Better nobody sees you going, but you went to grab it.
Exactly.
Than you're here and nah, I don't believe in that too much. I believe in grind it.
You can't.
So you don't know we're ready to showcase that love because Ghanaians got love out here, you know.
And this is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm saying. I feel like when you look at it, that's why I asked you, because when you go to like, who had a show the other day? I think it was Sako there that had the show the other day. Before he announced that he had the show in the O2. Like, they support their. You weren't there. I weren't there. Who's there? It's the Ghanaians that are there. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like they support their own, but I feel like it's that there's not even an avenue or opportunity for it to happen, and that's why I think it's so amazing what you and Sako they are doing in the same year. Like you're doing Wembley, you're doing O2. Because it's like, why hasn't this happened already? No, of course.
Yeah, man,
it's been happening, but it's like
that's supposed to be the energy.
That's big, but it poses the question, like you said, it's like, why hasn't this happened before?
Yeah.
It's very interesting. It's like, what is it? Is it fear? Is it investment? Like you said, it does cost money. You need promoters and stuff, but it's very interesting.
It's all of the above. It's fear. It's fear. It's investment. It's money. It's promotion. It's everything. And we need to break that jinx and get going. You know what I'm saying? And also move away from only the Ghana independence period. Because everything, man, you don't know.
No, that's facts. You're releasing Ghanaian artists when it's done. Bro, Ghana party in the park in the UK is the only Ghanaian thing that's
we also want to hear your music in December. We also want to hear your music in summer. Stop doing that. It's true, that's Stonebwoy. That's facts. Every day, it's like you're waiting for that period. One time in a year. How are you gonna make money just one time in a year?
Yeah.
And then now that we're even on that then brings us very nicely into the situation that happened. And I'd love you to even talk about that where you can, where there was a concert on the same day. Because where it was your concert, I believe, and was it R2B's on the same day at the same time?
Yo, you know, I try to stay away from those because there's another part of me that can go on, and I don't, I just don't like it when the media focuses on that side. But you see, I'll be honest with you guys over here and let y'all know that this Stonebwoy is blessed, you know. And so when you're blessed beyond a certain level, the curse is hard, you feel me? That's how I can just put it in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Because if I gave you the rundown and the BTS behind that, you realize that it was all supposed to sabotage Rasta. You get what me? I'm not afraid for talk, you know? I'm not afraid for talk.
Yeah.
Because these days, I just feel like people have taken advantage of my respect,
you
know, to pin me down, and it gets to a point the man has to speak. There were people who went on podcast and said, "Oh, Stonebwoy don't have no fans in the UK. Why is he even doing this? You know, it's
really
sabotage."
Okay,
and the thing is,
surprising.
I'm saying it here because I'm in the UK saying it.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Yeah, I'm here and I'm saying it. If I was in Ghana, I'll probably just brush it out. But I'm here in the UK sitting on your podcast and I'm saying it.
Yeah.
Nothing spoiled. We announced our date and we shared it. You know, it's just like we could have avoided that, you know, easily. We had meetings and conversations and it didn't work out. Fine. It didn't work out. Bless.
Yeah.
I'm giving you all deep into it. Now, do there have to be PR propaganda against mine?
No.
Go on YouTube, you find it. They don't. That just then justifies the reason why it didn't work out.
Yeah.
Very straightforward, and I think people spoke about it. But then in the end, my show was rammed as well. Packed. Shepherd's Bush O2 packed to bring to the capacity. Production quality. That's where you know intentionality comes to play. Flow of show. When anybody who came over there can see that this Ghana guy means business to carry Ghana on and on and on. And he doesn't mean to be in any fight, no competition with nobody, because the people who inspire me are the WEMBLEY. They are 76 somewhat and they are still playing festivals across the world. I see me and I want to be like them at that age.
Yeah.
The people who inspire me are the Kwame Nkrumahs who actually brought independence. You see, like we need to rise above certain things. And that's why I brought that. It's just like respect to everybody doing something, but am I a threat to anybody? I don't see me as a threat to anybody. I see me as a contribution to the movement. Now, when my brother Sarkodie came out here to do his stuff, did you hear any wahala around it?
No.
Did you hear any wahala around it?
No.
No wahala. All hands was on deck beautifully. They shared, they moved dates. He did his. It was amazing.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what you need.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what we need.
That's why. Because
So we need to be united in
Of
the
course.
real sense.
Yeah.
Let's
Of course.
stop fighting Stonebwoy. You get what I say?
I hear you.
Nah,
I hear
don't.
you.
Let's
I
stop
hear
fighting
you.
because sometimes I'll be like, bro, we're all trying to put Ghana on. We're just trying to survive as much as you're trying to survive, and you cannot point to one thing that I'm trying to do to stop you.
Yeah.
So that was the issue back then. But God being so good, you can't stop the music. You can't stop the people. So they came out in the numbers, and I know I'm speaking the truth based on an incident that happened, and I'm not going to sit here and try to shy away. I try to speak it. I'm respectful at it, and I make them know.
Yeah.
You know, and here we are jumping on the back of that to do something in summer, and this is not another independence, you know.
Yeah.
No, but we need to push, and people like me should be protected because we have the heart, you know, to bear the torch and break through. And this is not the first time. Many times I've broken through to allow people to come through.
Yeah.
And everybody knows, they know, they just don't usually speak about it. You get what I say? So when we break the 15th, somebody's going to break another at this level. When we break the arena, I'm not saying if, when we break the arena, another person, and then we all contribute from Ghana to the capacity of African music. The more, the merrier.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I represent Afro dancehall that I named.
Yeah.
It's all over there. It's established on the name of Stonebwoy because I always want to do something to elevate the movement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And for such people in this life, they get the most fight.
Yeah.
So it's normal. I understand, you know, the things. You get to me, I say, yeah, man, I just have to let it out that way.
No, I hear it. I hear it. And why I brought it up was obviously off the back of what you were saying before, but it was that, like you said, it takes one person to do it, and then where you see one person do it, another person will then do it. But it just made me feel like it's true about competition, because when you, like you said, you spoke about Nigeria. I've never seen like a Nigerian artist, or even any artist, whether from the same country or in a similar field, having a concert on the same day. I've never.
It's happened
seen that
once,
before.
to be fair.
Who was it?
Adekule Gold.
Who did we go see? Was it Olamide?
Olamide, yeah. So that's the only time it's happened. But at the same time, like, it's just, if we want to break barriers, like you're saying,
Shouldn't be happening.
it shouldn't be happening. Like that's our thing. We don't even, the politics around it, we don't even care about that. We just want our people to
Don't
be
split us.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not fun. It's not like. It's not fun. We don't want to be split. We want to be able to go to both. And it felt like at that period, besides all the propaganda and the PR stuff, but it just felt like, why are people having to choose?
But that brings a question though. Do you think as an artist, when you do have a show, especially in these arenas, do you think there's pressure on you to bring out artists as well on your show? Because that adds into the competition element of things. Is there pressure for you to bring other guys on at these shows?
Believe me, I respectfully, it's beautiful to, like you're saying, in the unity of things, that you guys want the fact that we all get the opportunity to attend other person's events because we love them. And that is just that's just what you're repeating in terms of when one has a platform and he's able to share with other people. It's just in that vein, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So that doesn't even amount to competition. I don't think that amounts to competition at all. That amounts to collaboration.
Yeah.
That amounts to, you know, that amounts to collaboration and elevation.
Yeah.
That's how I think. But the pressure part of it, if there's any pressure at all, it is pressure because we want to satisfy the masses.
Yeah.
You know, we want to give them more and more and more. That's where the pressure would mount from. But irrespective, if an artist is doing any event whatsoever, right, they mean to come and give the best of the best, and you have to actually get to that level to be able to do that because people grow gradually. I have done I've done I've come from smaller events. I've come from doing City Splash headlining.
yeah.
I've come from doing Yam Festival. I've come from doing Shepherd's Push the other time.
Yeah.
I've come from doing Indigo. I've come from doing a few. So you feel like this is a build-up.
Yeah.
Going into the arena with a Beam Fest, and Beam Fest is 10 good years, we have been holding that amazing cultural representation in terms of events in Ghana, whereby we bridge the gap between the African sound and the Caribbean sound, and we always bring some Jamaican legends to represent the Caribbean. So we only thought it wise that is right. The time is ripe right now after doing the stadium 50, 60K cap just last year. We want to shoot it. And that is where the consistency comes to play. And it's intentional not to wait for March. Because definitely there are going to be a lot of things happening in March.
Yeah, for sure.
So imagine if all of us take March and choose to do stuff in March.
Yeah.
That's what is going to
Summer's good
continue.
though. Summer's good.
It's going to be tough because all of us cannot fit into one period.
Yeah.
So let's spread the period. Let's energize the masses. That's just what we're about. So believe me, we have in plan to actually bring excitement and surprises. But to me, it's no pressure. If that's what I described the type of pressure it is. If there's any pressure at all, it's a pressure to satisfy the masses.
Yeah.
But for the fact that Stonebwoy alone, I mean, my catalog can last me 5 hours on stage.
Yeah.
6 hours. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for my core people, you feel me? My catalog can last that. So to bring other people means that we just want the excitement to go up and more. And it's not because we
competition or anything.
Competition, no.
No, I respect it, man. I respect it. I can't lie. I know obviously there's a lot of stuff that you want to probably give us topics wise, but I do have one question. Obviously, for me being a Stonebwoy fan, I love the collaboration side of things and the bridging of the gap between Ghana and Nigeria.
Yeah.
So just tell us how Activate came about. You working with David.
Big
I
up
want
to
to know.
David every time. Brother is on tour kicking it. You know what I'm saying? So you see, you can't sleep. You have to be intentional. It's I feel like it's like gym. The moment you stop, you're not getting.
You're losing the games.
You have to continue. It doesn't stop.
Yeah.
David, we met in Ghana one time.
Yeah.
And that would have been a proper time. And that was the same year. I think it's in 2021.
2022.
2022.
Yeah.
All right.
That what Activate came out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
it was the same year we met properly. Any other time we met would have been, I see him there, I see him here. We meet on MTV, South Africa. That's just it, But and then when I won the BETs, I think he was one of the people who congratulated me at the time. That's so. The first one was 15. He congratulated me and all of those ones, but we had not met
properly. Yeah.
But the day we met that same week. Because he stayed for 2-3 days. That's when we recorded Activate.
Really?
And then released it the same moment, and it took the world by storm.
That's mad.
And hence, we have been very cool.
Yeah.
I respect him, he respects me, and that's how you build a great friendship. So
Yeah.
that's just it between David and I, and we thank God for such a huge record.
Yeah.
And we recorded, I think, 2 more.
Yeah.
We have 2 more tunes that are in the pipeline, and we could probably drop anytime soon.
Yeah.
Shout outs to David and the OBO gang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love when artists always say, when artists talk about the story of a song that does really well, takes no time at all. It's never it's always quick. It's never you spent so much
programmed.
time.
No, we didn't even plan to at all. Gazi was it was just we call up, we just met, we just did it right there. We have videos to that issue.
Yeah.
It was not pre-programmed. No. No. It was just that moment. So you don't know. That's how good things happen.
I love that, man. No, I respect it still.
Great things happen unannounced, right?
Exactly. Great things happen unannounced. What are you saying, Cams?
I want to talk about my conspiracy theory.
What's your conspiracy theory? Exactly.
My conspiracy theory, that is not to rope you in, Stonebwoy, but you're here, so we'll talk about it. My conspiracy theory, Daz, I spoke to you about it already, innit? Obviously, in terms of what's kind of been going on now, it's the last couple of weeks solidified the big 3, how there's just calamity all the way around, innit? There's no one. At first, it was a point where Burner and Davido were friends, innit? I mean, sorry, Burner and Wizkid were friends, but now they're not friends.
Yeah.
So now all the big 3, there's no friendship at all.
Yeah.
I believe it's a conspiracy theory. I believe that it's orchestrated. I believe that Nigeria, in terms of and their artistry, I believe they benefit more in terms
not
of
friends.
not friends. And then I believe that in about 30, 40 years, yeah, they're gonna have a joint tour. Yeah, they're gonna squash the beef, and in a couple of years, maybe 20, 30 years. This is my confusion. They're gonna just settle the beef, and they're gonna go on a tour, and it's gonna be the most grossing tour of all time.
Because of the beef. You think so?
Of course.
Okay, so
That's my conspiracy theory.
when you're done, I can add a word or two.
Of course. No. You feel free.
You see, I respect your opinion, even if it is not a conspiracy theory. It is a possibility. The only thing is that you don't have evidence. If that was actually,
There's never evidence
if
in it.
that was actually,
True.
intended. You know? But also, that is where you have to consider the fact that they were friends once upon a time, and during their friendships, were they not progressing within the musical space?
Facts.
But that's my point, though.
Or then you would say that when there's beef, then the progress that comes after is going to be way higher than the progress that they would have had between when there were no.
And you'll
beefs.
never know. You can't compare.
But you'll never know. It's
You see,
true.
but what I know, it's not what I think.
Oh, okay.
So this is what
I
you
know
know.
is that it's not dependent on the beef for any progress, because guess what? David is working his ass out touring. Burner is working his ass out working touring.
Yeah.
Same way Wiz.
Yeah.
So if beefs actually did all the work, why is anybody putting in any real work?
That's true. That's
But
fact.
then my thing is, then we've heard, and again, there's never any evidence. You're never gonna know evidence until you speak to the people directly, and they're never really gonna say. But you look at like Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, for example, yeah. We've heard from like big bloggers out there, like academic stuff, that was orchestrated beef, based on the fact that they believe that them two beefing, people picking sides and stuff, it will benefit their careers more.
But I think
go on.
But I just think that's very. It's like, you know when they say flash in the pan, like I feel like that's just for the moment. When you talk about this large scale,
It's quite long term.
It's too long term
I know,
for it to
don't
be
get me wrong,
beef.
I hate it so much, and
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
can get
yeah.
into it. Don't get me wrong, it really upsets me. And every now and again, I listen to songs where a few of them are
Do you know?
collaborating.
I know what you're gonna say, but what I think personally, based on what you said, is you carry, as big artists, you have big entourage.
Yes,
That's it.
When you walk around with a lot of people, all it takes is a key person in one entourage to beef someone in another entourage, and if those two people don't like each other, it can feed its way to the artist as well.
Which
Right,
is like
such
you
is
see-
life.
yeah, such
I
is
mean,
life.
I just want to not. I am an artist,
Yeah.
of course, obviously, and I do not subscribe to the beef adding to anything.
Yeah.
Because that's just like disrespect to the real work that goes on.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
look, people put money into marketing,
Bro.
ideas, creativity, and then you want to give the credit to the fact that they're beefing.
yeah.
Exactly.
I think that's how it goes on. No. I can. If you take out beefing from the industry, it will still thrive. It will super thrive, because I do not see. Guess what? The only thing that it does, which I do not believe should be, is because in real life, you can step down the street and see somebody sees you and they don't like you. No trouble happening, nothing happening.
yeah.
So what I mean to say by that is that in real life, there are like you will still find indifferences.
Yeah.
You will still find beef.
Yeah.
So
Not
why do
everybody
we
has
have
to
to
be friends.
intentionalize the beef? You know what I'm saying?
But this is but okay, cool. So this is my point to then
because
argue with you.
you find out that it is those who benefit from the noise of the beef that go around saying the beef is beneficial.
Of course. I get that.
Believe me, I amongst Wiz, David and Burner, I do not believe that it's those who benefit from the beef. You know what I'm saying? Like, and these ones have never, I don't think they've benefited from beef. They put in, I know these people personally. They work, they do the music, they push, they hustle. So the beef is just natural because somebody loves David, somebody don't love Wiz, somebody don't love this, somebody can relate to, of course, somebody can relate to Wiz quicker and better because they love his voice. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
That's how it's
Meant to have your
supposed to be. You have to love somebody more than somebody because that's his life. Somebody will love all of them and love their music and don't want no confusion and all of that. That's also there. So I do not feel like upon all the differences that would be there naturally, artists should encourage the fact that beefs add anything.
It's ridiculous.
Beef don't add nothing. I said it today over here. Work is what adds something. Intentionality, even collaboration adds more. When Wizkid was on stage, look at the number of times they have performed on stages
Together.
and has called each other in, and tell me the energy that and the
facts.
and
That's
the
my
raw-
point. That's my point.
Tell me
That's my
about
point.
how that feels.
Yeah.
Because you always talk about when David brought
Exactly.
out, when Wiz brought out, no, David brought out Wiz.
Yes,
yeah,
it was mad.
It was mad,
and
bro.
then when
Nigeria,
Wiz
Wiz.
brought out Burna, the
Burna,
other
yeah,
time,
yeah, the
and then
O2, yeah.
when Burna brought out
Wiz, yeah.
So compare that excitement
Yeah.
to the beef that is benefiting anything. And then now, guess what? You're the same one who said that then after the beef, they're going to go on top. So then that means that
gonna go
after the
what?
beef, you're actually calling in the collaboration.
Yeah, that's what I think.
That's
But
what
then
I'm saying.
I
So
think,
the
but this is.
collaboration
But this is what
the master.
this is what I think. This is what I think. Because again, this is me. So you watch, like, even if you go, let's go back now. Let's look at New Edition. Yeah, New Edition. They were a group. They were beefing. They split up. Bobby Brown went his way.
They were beefing within themselves.
Within themselves as a group.
That one
And-
they
no,
did-
no,
they
I
did the
understand
beef
Stonebwoy.
they
No,
go
I
now.
get that Stonebwoy. I get that Stonebwoy. But then you see when they came back together and went on tour.
Yes.
Come on, you're gonna be excited.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying to you right now, Daniel.
So collaboration
Stonebwoy-
wins.
Exactly. But I'm saying
Over
to you.
beef.
But I'm saying to you right now. Someone said to you today that, rah, Bernard, Wizkid, David have squashed their beef. They're going on tour tomorrow. What's the excitement? Do you feel like the excitement you would feel off the back of knowing that they were beefing compared to if they were all happy and jolly? Is it a different form of excitement? And I know you know the answer.
No.
Which excitement would you choose?
No.
Beef doesn't excite anything.
No. It doesn't.
But I get what you're saying.
From my perspective,
Yeah.
I'm not forcing it on anybody.
No,
to be fair.
No.
I'm
of
just
course.
speaking my.
Of
my
course,
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course.
yeah,
No, I get. No, I
He's
literally get what you're
basically
saying.
saying that if someone fights and then they reconcile and they say they're doing something, it's better than if they've always been friends
But
and
let
then
the
they...
fight be natural because
Yeah,
fights happen in life.
Exactly.
Don't
That's
waste
what
your
I'm
time.
saying.
I don't feel like their beef is natural.
No, I
That's my
disagree.
point.
I
Do you feel like
disagree.
this beef is natural?
Of course it is.
What is it about?
That's why I said it's about people.
but
It's
That's what I'm
about...
saying, but that's not
Because-
natural, though.
it's because
If I'm
nobody's
beefing
saying-
Stonebwoy because of you, that's not natural beef.
Because nobody's
That's what my
talking.
point. That's what I'm saying. No, but I get that, Stonebwoy. I know nobody's talking, but like if Stonebwoy, if you come here today, yeah,
But there are some things, if any of them come to say over here, it will become news and people will take it and turn it around.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. And that's around...
feeling.
And that's
Yeah,
because
yeah.
of people. Outside
And
noise.
even me, I can't tell outright it's because of people because I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
But
of
at least
course.
we can point it out that there is there's friction.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So until they came and speak what they came out to,
Yeah.
until they come out to say what
Yeah.
it is,
Yeah.
you won't know. But I'm also telling you from an artist standpoint that
Yeah.
many of the things some might feel very petty.
Yeah.
You know, some might feel petty to the audience, but to the person who is feeling what it is, it
Yeah.
needs to be validated.
Of course.
And I trust that for them, look, many a times when we speak behind the scenes, I'm happy for them because they're working. Everybody's
Facts.
feeding. And for successful people, right?
Yeah.
Believe me, it's going to go a long time.
No, facts.
Because all of us are successful. So
Yeah.
the little thing that causes the difference
Yeah.
can be maintained for life.
No, facts.
Believe me. They're successful, and that is what I love about them.
Yeah,
No,
that's
I
what
love
ma-
it.
that's what
Everybody's
matters.
pushing,
Yeah.
and then your point also is going to come in one day.
Yeah.
One day,
It's gonna
one day,
happen.
your point.
Yeah,
It has
I
to
agree.
happen.
I
That's what I
agree.
know. That's what I know about music as a whole. That's gonna happen. It's just a matter of when it's gonna happen. But I believe, if I'm being honest with you, the longer they leave it, not of course you can't be like in your 70s, no one will care. But the longer you leave it, the more this unnecessary beef brews up, and then if they then decide to squash it, it will have a bigger impact.
So you believe that Tupac and Biggie would have crushed it at the
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I
yes,
agree. I agree.
yes, especially when they were friends as well. They were friends.
But then they were
yeah, I
friends
believe
before.
they would
I
have
think
Stonebwoy. They were
today's beefs, from an artist's point of view, is more dangerous and very toxic and should not be encouraged in any way.
Yeah.
Believe me, I
Yeah.
think today's beefs are dangerous, the worst.
Yeah.
Many of the beefs that I know about is, especially from Ghana, my part is crazy. I mean, I'm using that as an example.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So
I know what you mean.
that's why I do not encourage war. I do not encourage that at all.
Yeah.
Because really and truly, Tupac and Biggie died. And you can't tell me about some of the biggest beefs in the world that does not have Tupac and Biggie on the top list.
It's at the top.
No, facts.
It's at the top.
So are you
It's at
going to
the top.
wait till when somebody beats somebody
Exactly.
dies?
No,
No.
of course not. And that's what I'm
You
saying.
know, and I think that is all about, in today's time, right, we encourage nonsense.
Yeah.
Whereby we can say, we can look at it like, hey, let's all be honest judges. Let's all be honest judges.
Yeah.
Thoughtful judges. We would find answers. Let's just say between Bernard and David, okay, we've heard what it is, or we've seen what it is, so far as whatever it is.
Yeah.
And people actually stand by, say, yo, you didn't do well.
Yeah.
No, you need to apologize.
Yeah.
Like we were in a home. Your mom can tell you that no. They judge the case, they say no. You need to apologize. You need to do that. You need to do this. Then I think somebody will feel validated, like, I was not mad for no reason.
Exactly.
Or I had the right to be mad. So I feel like we, the audience that are watching, most often we fuel these things unnecessarily based on sentimental,
Yeah, who we support.
feelings, based on who we support.
Yeah.
If you love me and I do wrong, and you can find out from the truth, say it and say, I love you, but you did wrong, you did that. Because we cannot be playing with fire, which is war,
Of course.
for so long and think we are enjoying it until it causes the biggest catastrophe. Then we'll be there and say, so it's a plea to the fans, to the masses, that in collaboration we grow. In collaboration, you cannot, you look at the excitement that we all are feeling over here. Should we have such, imagine Wiz announced one time he was going to go on tour with David, right?
David,
Look at the excitement, and everyone was ready. Because all these three, I repeat again, they are hardworking people, which I respect. And I want to say, Tada, if you're not this hardworking and you are not breaking, don't even try to be beefing. Because you are wasting time. You are not working, you are not pushing.
Don't even try.
No.
I love that.
Don't be beefing, because then it's just like you want attention.
Go there. No, but
what were you going to say?
I know you said that you feel like it's on the fans, but don't you feel like there should be a boss out there now? Like, okay, cool. I know that. Let's say there was two artists in Ghana beefing. Let's give an example. Two up and coming artists. Let's say Kiddy and Black Sheriff. If Stonebwoy spoke and said, "Nah, you two come to my house today and let's sort this out," because you're a boss in this scene, they will hear it out. And I feel like, and then look at the example of Kanye West and Drake, for example, even though they're still beefing now, but they went on tour, they done the show together, and it took Jay Prince. Jay Prince is kind of like he's like a big fish in America, executive, played a part in Drake getting signed, etc. It took him to say, yo, you lot sort this out, and then Drake even said in the song, I settled it because of da-da-da-da. Nigeria almost doesn't even have that, and that's why it's like who would you say is like the boss that can say, you know what, you two, you guys need to sort out your differences. We don't have that, and I think that also plays a part.
Like, we have to be honest judges. That's And there's power. There's power in in some people have power. So I believe that they should look at it from that perspective as well. And there are people, if you don't know what is happening behind the scenes anyway. Once and once you will see them dining with some one man. Tony Elumelu.
So they all done the show for him.
So I think somebody as close as that could actually
sort it out.
Somebody as powerful as that who can command their presence. And it's all about respect. I believe that they respect him. Put the money aside. Put the money aside. I know people say, hey, when money talk, this guy's moving. Believe me, some people will not look at how much anybody has. It's just the respect. So I think it's the respect that they have for him that made them go there. So with somebody who commands such a respect, I think they can actually also feed in and see what's good. And sometimes it's not everything that is settleable. I don't know. I'm trying to use my own English. It's not every war that you can settle. It's not every war that you can settle.
So you're saying there's some war that's just gonna happen, Stonebwoy. That's what you're saying.
It's not every war. I'm telling you.
Are you religious, Stonebwoy? Are you religious?
Absolutely.
What are you?
I'm spiritual, not religious.
Oh, okay.
Because religion actually is good. Is a way somebody worships their God or they practice their spirituality. But you feel that has also caused a lot of segregation. So that's why I said I am more spiritual. Shout out to everybody who believes in what.
Cool then.
What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say that then. Obviously, thinking about everything that you got going on as well, especially in London, I think it's important to note for people to know what you're on, because I feel like you've already left a legacy that's undeniable.
Absolutely.
But what do you still want to do? What do you still need to accomplish? What's in
to
your
continue to establish Ghana in the international front, and it doesn't stop.
Yeah.
I'm practicing my career. I'm a professional, entertainer. So until I'm dead, I don't stop. Even if I die, the music will continue.
Yeah.
So what else can I do?
Yeah.
Continue to entertain.
Yeah.
That then poses the question then, because where was
It's just like somebody. It's just like the in Ghana the food stand, the chop bar. Some people have been working at chop bar for years.
Yeah.
And that same chop bar feed their families. And so long as people must eat, we are in business.
Yeah.
So long as people must,
I love that.
must listen to music and stuff.
Yeah.
We're in business.
You know what I'll say though? One thing that I respect about Ghana that's really become such a thing in the last couple of years, especially. And I know people were going to Accra a lot before, but I feel like, especially in the UK, a lot of people are going to Accra a lot. And I know December now is packed.
And Easter.
Easter as well. Guys are always going Bloom Bar. That's all we ever hear.
God is nice, man.
God is nice, man.
God is nice. I've been
I
twice.
think the entertainment or the night, the outing market, or if I can say it like that, the nightlife or the outing market is mostly built around seasons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like on Thursday to Friday or on weekends, everybody is jacked up. Monday, your brain cannot tell you to be going to cheat. Your brain will tell you to go to work.
But I'm even more focused on Accra is so nice. Like it's just
very
easy
nice,
going.
man.
Yeah.
Because we're Nigerians, but compared to Lagos, you would even say, what do you prefer, honestly?
I say all the time that
Yeah.
I feel like I only prefer Nigeria because I'm Nigerian. If I
Yeah.
wasn't Nigerian, I'd prefer Ghana.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like when you go there, you can breathe, you can walk around. Like I've probably walked around more in Ghana than I have in Nigeria. I feel more safe walking around in Ghana than I am in Nigeria. It's consistent. It's journey. My only pet peeve is just the speed. It's too slow out there.
No, it's not slow.
It's slow. Stonebwoy, don't do that. Stonebwoy's gonna go on. He's gonna do it. I'm gonna explain
No,
to me
it's
why
not
it's not
slow.
slow. What do you think it is?
It's not slow.
We're too fast, isn't it? That's what they always say.
You're just comparing your speed.
That's what they always
That's
say.
just it.
But it's not true.
You're
It's
just
not
comparing
true.
your speed.
It's not true. That's not true. I know what fast is.
The tortoise in a race with another tortoise. Listen, a tortoise in a race with another tortoise
Yeah.
knows that they're going.
They're going at, yeah, it's true. I
They're
hear
going
it.
speed.
I like this. I like
Every
this.
Guardian has the same example.
If you're a cheetah and you want to go, I mean, not a cheetah like
Yeah,
you're a
yeah,
cheetah, you want to go racing with a tortoise, you will find the difference.
It's too slow. Yeah,
So
no facts.
I believe that Uksisi, but honestly, the very first time I went to Lagos,
Yeah.
I knew that the speed was not for me.
Yeah, facts.
What you say? Wait, expand. That's
Yeah, I knew the speed was not for me because I was like, Jesus Christ. You see the bumper to bumper.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
You know
too
what I'm
much.
saying? And you find that. And that's one of the unique things about Nigeria and Lagos.
Yeah.
Especially Lagos. When you go to Abuja, Abuja is
Calm.
just like Ghana.
Yeah,
It's like Ghana, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
So what I'm saying, so you know. So you cannot now say that Nigeria is too fast and Ghana is too slow. Some parts of Nigeria, especially Abuja, which is the capital, is breathing, is doing like Accra.
Yeah.
So it is just the energy and the activity in
Yeah,
particular
yeah,
places.
yeah.
You know? And I think even in Nigeria, some other parts are even more calmer.
That's true.
So it is just what you want to do within what period, like you're saying, December, Easter, rare. Now when it is, imagine when you're going on a vacation and want to chill. You don't want to choose a place like Lagos.
Yeah.
But when you want to party and you want to go,
You will,
then you
yeah,
want to
yeah,
choose. So
yeah.
we need to have those varieties as well as African people. And it should be easy for all of us to roam around our continent. You see, this is very important. And when it is not supposed to be left at the policy-making level, let us, as kids, as children of Africa, continue to preach this unity amongst us. It is not overrated because we do not understand how important it is to us as black people on the continent. You know what I'm saying? I saw a video the other time, and just like you're saying, you can chill in Ghana, it's calmer, it's beautiful. I saw a video that just today when I was coming over here, and a South African was bashing a Ghanaian and said, we don't need you guys here anymore. And my heart was just bleeding.
Really?
I'm telling you, I can show you all the video right now. It's a trending topic right now. It's like, it's serious.
That's mad.
It's like when I'm watching the video and I'm seeing a black man cussing another black man on their own continent, on their own land, and all I can see is how our minds have been played with.
Yeah.
That's all I can see. That's all I could see in the video. So when you brought the Ghana Nigeria stuff, then it took me there.
Yeah.
You know, because we need that unity. We have been preaching unity and borderlessness over years, and people have died preaching that.
Yeah.
People have died saying that. And as youth, I think that it's important, in as much as we talk about entertainment, I go Ghana, believe you me, if the government of Nigeria, right, says that we don't want no Ghanaians, you will not find that peace anymore to be coming, and you will just be there like, but why these guys say this now? But they've said it, they've brought it into law. You can't move.
Yeah.
But most often we don't pay attention to the things that tend to seize us from enjoying our continent as a people, you know. So I was happy that you shared that you could go back in and out, and that is because the policymakers made it so.
Yeah, true.
That is because the policymakers allowed it so.
Yeah.
Once upon a time it was Ghana must go.
Yeah. It's true.
Yes, and they sent out some Ghanaians and all those ones and all that.
Yeah.
You see, so now we don't have that era.
Yeah.
But you find out that in the midst of happiness, where we can all travel, I was talking about going to Lagos, etc.
Yeah.
And I love South Africa. Yeah. I love South Africa and the contributions they make and all of those ones. I love Africa as a whole. So if I see some of these things on the social media, you realize that no, we need to cut down that mentality as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got a question, How do you feel like, okay, let's look at us, for example.
Yeah.
In the UK, the time of the year that we probably find, we don't hate it because nothing changes, but we probably find the most annoying, like July, August, innit? That's where the most tourists are in the UK. Would you say that? Like that's where you go central. That's where a lot of people come over the summer holidays and that. So how do you feel like, I know, of course, I feel like I know what you're going to say. You embrace it, you love it. But for example, would you make it your mission to like stay, forget the business, forget the money, but would you make it your business to stay in Ghana during that dirty December period or during Easter, or would you prefer to like be out of Ghana and maybe you go explore somewhere else? How do you find it where it's like it's so jam-packed and there's a lot of people in Ghana at the same time?
No, I could move. Me, like I said, I'm an African entertainer from Ghana. So if I have work to do to go and entertain during busy periods, and because remember that December could be as packed in Ghana, but it has become that time for Africa, basically. When you go to Ivory Coast, is also jamming over there.
Okay,
like
true,
it's
fair
Christmas.
enough.
Remember, December is built around
Christmas.
The Christmas holidays, and wherever you find Christians dominating, and you know the other religion also try to capitalize on the period. You know, so I wouldn't mind leaving Ghana to go and fix myself or do the same thing elsewhere, on the continent or outside of the continent.
Because I asked that because this was like last year, 2025 was the first year we actually saw Burna, Wizkid, Davido actually have a homecoming at Shaka as well. Every single artist actually had a homecoming show in Nigeria, and it felt like not like I don't personally speaking. Again, you might know more than me. No. Of course, I hear you, but I felt like last year was the year where every single artist had done it, their own shows. Because a lot of the time, Burna will talk about our infrastructure, doesn't like the sound and stuff, not doing it. Wizkid said he's not doing a show until they sort out the sound and all these kind of things, you know.
Which is valid, though.
Which is valid, I hear it, but I felt like last year, every single artist done a show. It wasn't a promoter show, it wasn't like a Coca-Cola, where the Flytime Fest, no. They all had their own headline show. So that's why I felt like I wanted to ask you about how you feel. But what I wanted to discuss as well, which is so, I want to hear your opinion on all of this. The World Cup. Obviously, Ghana made it the World Cup. Nigeria didn't make it.
I would have wished Nigeria was in there.
We wish to.
We wish to.
We wish to.
Wherever Ghana and Nigeria are,
it's always fun.
It's just like the whole West Africa is there. Or the whole Africa indeed is there, you know.
To be asked 2010, to be asked about 2010. We ask every
and we're making it, we're going. So I'm definitely I'm sure I'm gonna be there. During the World Cup, because there are a few activations and a few fun festivities going on that you know I and I must represent my country and etc. Plus the other amazing artists that are gonna come out from Ghana. But guess what? Nigeria will still be present.
Of course.
I'm telling you.
They're gonna support African countries. It happens at the World Cup.
2010, I say it all the time. 2010, all of Africa was behind Ghana.
Exactly.
We were both in Nigeria in school at the time, and it felt like we were all behind Ghana. When Suarez did what he did, me too, I was beefing Suarez.
Yes,
You know what I'm trying to say?
He didn't try at all.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is a very memorable time that we can never forget.
What was it like?
We're
What was it
speaking
like?
about that after 16 years.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
Still
fact,
speaking about
fact.
it. It was a heartbreaking moment
Yeah.
for him to have done that, and then for us not have
Gone through.
gone through eventually from that stage, you know, irrespective of the in-betweens. And you know, when sad moments or bad moments happen like that, as humans, we always move to finding where the cause is from, and then, you know, to release it, we need to blame.
Yeah.
But what do you
There's no
think?
blame though.
No. But think about it though. So I guess when you look at it now, because we've spoken about 2010, what do you think about people like from the UK that are obviously, you know, the dual nationality people and things like that?
Good question.
What do you think about them wanting to only play for Ghana because they're in the World Cup, for example? We don't have examples, but just if that is the case.
Yeah.
It's not guaranteed though.
It's-
It's not
it's-
guaranteed.
It's a topic that is of importance, truly, because to play for your national team, I think as I'm not a sports person, but I know about it a little bit because my junior brother plays
Yeah.
sports. That's football. You know, as full time. That's what that's his hustle.
Yeah.
He's definitely gonna come up, and you're gonna see.
I love that.
So I have a little idea about the fact that when you play for your national team, come on, man, there's no glory bigger than playing for a national team.
Yeah.
So when you're a dual citizen, you're either playing for your country of origin or your country of residence.
Yeah.
And it still doesn't take away the fact that you want to represent a nation.
Yeah.
So it's a choice. It's a choice. And mostly it boils down to the things that somebody would appreciate about why they want to be representing a certain country, whether your home country or your country of residence. And for me, if I was a footballer, I think I would love to, you know, represent for my home country.
Yeah.
Looking at it from a point where, let's say, I had the opportunity to choose between, I would love to play for my home country. Talking about me.
Yeah.
It is in that same vein that somebody would love to also play for the country of residence. So you don't fight them. It's about where they choose and what they want to represent. And mainly because they want to represent at the World Cup anyway, like you have you know said. So it's a thing of choice.
But let's say your junior brother was from Brazil and Ghana.
I would tell him to play for Ghana any day. I would
yeah.
love him to raise the flag of Ghana.
Yeah.
But
Any day.
I thought you were asking more about like people that have been playing for England their whole life now.
And then now they want
to
because
play.
didn't
Yeah,
get
because they didn't get selected.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is obvious now. So because he didn't get selected,
But do you feel like Ghana should let them? Do you feel like no, but do you feel like they should be allowed to?
give it the answer. Let's not debate it. You understand? Let's not debate it. You know, you're only choosing to come up quickly because you're not selected over this.
Yeah.
When we did the investigation from the CIA, FBI level, we realized that in your heart, when we checked the sentimental inside your heart, you know that you wanted to play for your country of residence, but because you were not selected, God will expose you.
Yeah.
You know, it's not from the heart.
No, I love that still.
And that's what I said in the beginning. They have the right to. So stay where your choice is.
Yeah.
Don't, because somebody needs that slot as well, coming from here where they really want to play. So what happens now to somebody who is like a dual citizen and wants to go home to go and play, and you, because you didn't get selection, you are now going home.
That's my
to fight
point.
for the same sport.
That's my point. That's what I'm asking. And that's why I feel like again, but
So
I
just
get it
stay
in it.
where put your money
Where your mouth is and stay.
there.
Yeah, I
If
think
you
it's
love
wrong.
Country of
I
residence,
think it's wrong.
Stay there. You don't get selected.
Yeah.
Pray to God. Wait another time when somebody dies.
Then you can come.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's wrong, but I hear it. In Nigeria, we have an artist that you probably know about, Dagrin. Dagrin, Nigerian rapper, that passed away, and it's like we always ask people about him, about, you know, like how influential he was, what their death was like, etc., and how it all transpired. So then, when you came down to it, it then gave me an idea to ask you then about, because I've never had a Ghanaian us actually talk about Castro, for example, and the influence that he had in Ghana, and then like what it was like when he passed away, and what kind of influence that had on the people, what the mourning was like, and then just his sound as a whole. For me personally, Castro is just, I can't even put it into words. Like every song I heard was just a banger and a banger and a banger and a banger.
Yeah.
But I want to hear from like, an actual artist. What was it? What was it like?
Thank you very much. With all due respect for asking me this question, because even in Ghana, journalists hardly asked us. Yeah, to be very fair, and it's there. I'm speaking the truth. If I'm lying, this week, last month, nobody has asked any artist in Ghana per the interviews that I've seen about Castro. You know what I'm saying? So it is rather either, it's just they're focusing on other.
Yeah, no, of course,
Yeah,
of course,
yeah,
of course, of
The
course.
fact that you bring this and ask me this. Castro is a godfather to the industry. Castro is a hip life legend. The Castros are the Afrobeats foundation. Believe me. Because should they be making new music today, it will easily be categorized within high life, hip life, and Afrobeat. They would have lived the generations that got us over here. And he was a god, like I said, he's a godfather to me personally. Because along my journey, I got the opportunity to meet him a few times, work with him a few times, to be very honest. And he's loving, he's open-hearted, and his incidents is definitely left a scar on our entertainment in Ghana, because he transcended generations. You see what I'm saying? And it's we can only give it to God, because we don't understand such an exit. Such an exit. We don't understand it. So it's just, I leave it a mystery.
Yeah.
That's just it. I was at in the studio recording that afternoon in Ashaiman when we heard the news that they were on vacation.
Yeah.
At the time I had not really met Asamoah Gyan and be cool with him, at the time anyway. But I would have met Castro, because he's a legend, musician to musician.
Yeah.
So that I can't speak too much about, but Castro's legacy can never be wiped away, even if we don't talk about it as much as it's supposed to be spoken about. It cannot be wiped away.
Yeah. No, it's big. These things are
Yeah, man,
important.
may so rest in perfect peace. Same way,
100%.
sending condolences to the family.
Yeah.
The junior brother was a good friend of mine, but through the incidents, we have hardly heard from him, and I think he's just ducked out and thinking about it, because they were like, and I can relate to how he's feeling, because it was, I think he had that brother very close to him.
Yeah.
It's like I have one brother too, so I can imagine.
Yeah.
It's so devastating, especially as one who held the family together. And
Yeah.
So I
And
can imagine.
it's deeper than music as well. Like when someone of such importance, impact passes away, it's obviously like so important, and that's why we definitely wanted to bring that up, because we feel like
You're
you
right.
got to pay
And I
dues
respect,
to these
that's why
people.
I said I respect the fact that you brought it out. I respect the fact. Castro was, I remember him in London. I was like a little artist. I was coming along. I was opening for them. Many things.
Yeah.
And I've always been an Afro dancehall energy. So
Yeah.
it's just like tagging out. Bro, Castro is a big legend. No two ways about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe that in Africa we just do not know how to elevate people or continue their legacies in terms of
pass
music
away.
when
Yeah.
they pass away.
Yeah.
And that has been the wahala, So it's a thing that I believe, I pray that we find a way, and it's sad because Bob Marley has been gone for how many years?
Yeah, but still.
But Bob Marley, it feels like he's staging a show.
Yeah.
And
Tupac made more passed away than he made alive.
Tupac, exactly, and Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I think it's the systems know how to idolize posthumously these artists, and even churn out more revenue from out of their materials and stuff, which mostly their family. Look at Fela right now.
Yeah.
I think the Fela family and the Fela estate, without due respect, have done so. I don't know how they did it. I don't know how they did it. For Fela to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame now and the Grammy Hall of Fame, it's not an easy work. I'm so admiring of. I would love them to put out a blueprint of how they do it or they did it, so that we can use that
Blueprint
and put in. And may her soul rest in peace, Ebony as well.
Yeah.
You know, such a beautiful young star coming out to carry Ghana to where Ghana would have seen a lot of, heights globally. And she also passed away through road accident. And, it's sad.
It is.
And God knows, but such is life, and it can happen to anybody. So as that I hear for now, that's why I said I'm close to Shehu Kuti, so I'll probably ask him what a blueprint is. How they are able to keep a legacy of their father as long as they have. And that tells you how big he was, also. To be able to come all this way, and it's never fading.
Yeah, no, I respect it still. I think for us as well, like one of the most important things, so obviously this is the Sent Back podcast, and the reason why we call it the Sent Back podcast is because we both were sent back. We were born here, but then we were sent back to Nigeria. We're both from Nigeria, so we went to school there, and for a little bit of time, we spent years there to understand the culture, where we came from. And so obviously coming back here, we've been able to bring and share our experiences. Do you think that more children need to go back to Ghana to learn about the culture and also help to push, like you're saying? Because at the end of the day, as an artist, like artists always say, we're nothing without our fans. Is that a way for new fans, new audiences, if more people are being able to go back and see their homeland?
Yeah, it's important now. It's important. I don't know if you can find anything wrong with the fact that people got to go back home. Should they have the opportunity to? I don't think there's nothing wrong with it, because whatever the experience would be, it is for a learning. It is for lessons. For them to actually, the positives are more. This identity is very important. So, it grinds them. Being born away out of your homeland, even if you're within your family, it's not enough. When you go home to where it all comes from and started from, you learn a lot more, and it shapes your ideologies and mentality of how you live as a human being and the full purpose of your existence, especially as a black person. Because culturally, you are informed, you know what I'm saying? And you're able to apply that along the way, for a better life as who you are. Like you see, the Jewish would always remain. So, there are different tribes and races in life. You find out that they are well established in their things. And Africa as well need to encourage its people, and it's just going to help. Yeah, man.
No, facts, man. But yeah, man. Hey, it's been really good, man. This has been deep. It's been deep, man.
You have your notepad.
Nah, 100%, man.
You have to be ready to take your notes.
Nah, it's been deep, man. I respect it. Respect it, my brother. No, I appreciate it, man. What, when you get married? Where?
Me, I'm 10 years next year.
Big up Stonebwoy.
I respect it.
Yeah, man,
That's the plan. That's the game plan, man.
Beautiful kids.
I love that.
I love that.
Young OG.
Yeah. But no, like we said, please. You have to, like, what are you actually doing if you're not there?
Yeah, facts.
Like, what are you doing?
Can you not be there?
You have to be there, man.
Can you not? You can't not
don't
be
be
there.
there.
See when we sing that, I'm gonna be crying. I'm gonna be crying. See when we sing that, I'm gonna be crying.
Them girls is for you too. And they talk about me, It be the send back podcast. They pray, make me go higher. As I go to the throw fire. See, I go they move with him and they go Tebaya. Tebaya. Counting the paper, $1. $1. Who ja plays, the Chopola. Beg no friend from no informer. Them go show you true color. Them this is upon me. Them go sus upon you too. Them they talk about me. It be your body they want to choose. Aye. Send back podcast. Yeah, my life in living color. You don't know.
We need to chat to the team for royalty so that can be the intro song.
Yeah, man.
That's what he's gonna come out to, man. That's what he's gonna come out to. We're gonna put that, man. We're gonna come out to Send Back.
I can't wait to see the family out
Come
there
on,
because
man.
this
Come
is
on,
indeed celebration of African music.
For
And
sure,
I tell
man.
you one
Yes.
thing, we cannot leave it only to the Nigerians to be breaking their back. To be very honest, we need to
it's
give them
true.
credit because I know
name of the
what it
episode.
takes behind the scenes. And guess what? Let's join in the when we hear South Africans come, let's rope
That's
in.
what I was gonna say. Look what I'm.
When we hear Kenyans, let's rope in.
Yeah.
When we hear, that's how we can continue to be proud of ourselves through the culture, the arts, and the entertainment. So Ghana, this is not 5th of March, which is my birthday anyway. Yeah, because my birthday is Independence weekend. So let's get it out there. Let's take over both the Independence and all the periods in summer.
Yeah.
So 15th August, OVO Arena, Wembley. Get your tickets, Stonebwoy.live. You don't know.
Come on, man.
You know what to expect from high life all the way to reggae.
100%.
Check it out.
Yes.
100%, man.
Mad.
Fam, it's been the Sent Back
Come on, man.
podcast.
Come on, man.
You already
Featuring
know
the one and
another
only.
one.
Yeah,
Another one.
Another one.
We got the one and only Stonebwoy in the building. Appreciate it, man. Once again,
Come on, man.
it's been DB the General.
It's been your boy Cam's recipe. You know the formula. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Facts.
Let us know who you want to see next. But take it. You got to see this episode here. You bring out your notepad, bro. You can see the free game. This is $1 million worth of game. million CDs worth of game.
This is the real big free.
This is the real big free.
real
This is the
big
real
free.
big free. Yeah, trust me. $1 million CDs worth of game. So
One
listen,
love.
make sure you guys,
One
make sure you
love,
like, comment,
one
subscribe, and guys, man, we'll see you soon, man.
See you soon, man. Peace out.
Adeng, love.